Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. This is one of those movies that doesn't even need an introduction. I don't need to say anything about it. All you gotta do is look at the fucking cover. If you didn't laugh your ass off looking at this, then call the insane asylum, they've been looking for you. This is Zeus and Roxanne. From the brilliant director of The Never-Ending Story 2, here's a story about a dog and a dolphin who befriend one another. How can you even say that with a straight face? A dog and a dolphin. Was there no room for a pony and a chipmunk to join the fun? And to make sure there's absolutely nothing redeemable about this movie, they added Steve Guttenberg. What a cherry on top. So, for all of those who always wanted to see Flipper meets Lassie, get some fucking help! For the rest of us, this is Zeus and Roxanne. So we open up with a pretty sunrise over the ocean. Yeah, this movie sucks! You got totally screwed!
Did you even see the poster?
And you paid money for this? Wow, this movie wastes no time sucking, does it? It simply jumps right into the heart of what's going to be absolutely horrible about this premise. So, dog likes dolphin, how touching and creepy. But surely there's some human characters to balance out the insipidness of the story. Hey, I said human, that's Steve Guttenberg.
Ah, dog germs. Do I smell some dinner?
Breakfast.
I knew that.
You've been up all night again, huh?
Sorry, it's just that, I've been working on this melody and...
What, did he marry this kid or something? He's cooking for him, he's trying to be responsible for him. Who knew owning a Steve Guttenberg would be so much work?
So, what's in this burrito?
Refried beans, onions, jalapenos, peanut butter, mozzarella cheese, pineapple chunks.
Zeus. Good boy. Yes, eat it up. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, good. You finished yours. I'll go get you another one.
So this is Terry and his son Jordan. They have a summer home in Key West and live right next door to a marine biologist named Mary Beth and her two daughters, Judith and Nora. The only downside is that their dog Zeus seems to keep getting into trouble over at Mary Beth's house.
I'm so sorry. I'm Terry Barnett.
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth.
Excuse me, my forced, wide-eyed whimsicalness seems to follow me to every performance.
Me, Terry. You?
Judith.
You?
Nora.
Oh wait, you forgot to make that charming or clever. So while Gutenberg agrees to keep a closer eye on Zeus, he writes jingles for his next commercial. That's right, he writes jingles for commercials. Who knew that could pay for a summer home in Key West? Next you'll be telling me that internet reviewers can make a living making fun of movies. Good old Gutenberg, keeping a close eye on their dog to make sure that no danger may befall him. Idiot.
Dolphin! Dolphin! I'm a dog who's horny for a dolphin! Don't ask me why, I just want a dolphin! Dolphin!
So we see that Mary Beth is trying to get a grant for her research on a dolphin named Roxanne. The only problem is she has competition with...
I didn't know I ever had one.
Ah! The mummy!
Let me know if you change your mind.
I can't respect you trying to kill Brendan Fraser, but you leave Mary Beth alone! So our species-confused canine follows Mary Beth through extreme measures to get on board and see Roxanne. By the sequel rights of Darkman. So our two scientists discover that Zeus is on board and decide there's nothing they can do but continue on to Roxanne.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip.
So they finally come across the chipper Roxanne as Zeus wants to get a closer look at her. Okay, this is getting scary. Zeus obviously has a sick obsession that is probably not very healthy. Don't believe me? Then check out his porn! So when it looks like their research is over, they pull up the anchor and take off. Yes! 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 That was awesome! Let's see that again! Oh my god! I can watch that 1,000,000 times! Thank you for that movie, I really needed that. Okay, continue to suck now. Did I just see that? A dolphin just punched a shark in the fucking mouth. Are you fucking serious? Good lord, who knew a dolphin punch was so deadly? Why couldn't we get those things at Pearl Harbor? They would have saved the day. Oh, we shall bomb the harbor and... Oh my god, giant dolphin! Ah! Fear the dolphin punch. It knocks out sharks. Dolphin punch!
Oh my gosh. Come here. Get the camera.
I have to document how stupid this moment is.
So it turns out not only do the dog and the dolphin like each other, but they can also communicate with each other. So Mary Beth thinks she's a shoo-in now for the grant. But first she has to ask Gutenberg's son Jordan if it's alright to keep using it.
Wow. Did you do all these?
Yeah. That one's gonna be the cover for my dad's opera score.
So let me get this straight. We have a dog who has a strange obsession with a dolphin, and a boy who has a strange obsession with a dog. This is like a psychiatric case from Dr. Dolittle.
It might be really interesting to get the two together, Zeus and Roxanne, and just see how things sort of go from there.
The son agrees as they all go out to sea to watch the two communicate.
What's she doing out there with that dog? I'll tell you what she's doing. She's trying to steal my grunt. Well, that's just not gonna happen. No, sir.
I was just establishing that I was the villain of this picture. Did you get that? Did you get that I was the villain of this picture? Because I am. Because I don't want her to get her grant. No, sir. Villain. So we see Mary Beth's daughters get in trouble for trespassing, but luckily Rebel without a career drops by to talk with the cop. He seems to convince the cop to let the girls go as he quite illegally drives all of them away on his motorcycle. This, of course, leads to more quirky, awkward talk from our romantic leads.
She's asking him out.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Right.
What? Hey! What? What? Hey! What? Bad montage off the port bow! So while Jordan takes a picture of my nightmare for the next 2 weeks, Mary Beth and Gutenberg seem to hit it off quite well. By the movie standards. For the rest of us, it's like watching a bad episode of Blind Date.
This Claude guy. Do you see him?
Every day. He's a head honcho at the Institute. I used to be his assistant, but we had a parting of the ways.
Would it be tactless to ask over what?
Third party?
Oh, I apologize. Never mind. I didn't.
A dolphin.
So after Gutenberg and Mary Beth make it to first base, we see our villain trying to sneak a peek at her research. What is he doing with his lips? What, he turned to Beaker from the Muppets for a second? So he escapes and sees if he can try dolphin communication with other animals. But sadly, none of them have the sick, disturbing love that Zeus and Roxanne seem to feel for each other. Hey, speaking of which, we haven't seen much of them, have we? I mean, we're at the hour mark here and we've only had 2 scenes with the animals together. One was only 10 minutes and the other was under 5. They should have just called this movie Gutenberg and Mary Steenburgen look alike. That would have been more accurate.
Uh-oh. Drift nets. They kill thousands of dolphins every year. Come on, let's lead Roxanne out of here.
Yeah, we don't want her to get caught in those nets. Now, if a fucking shark comes along, that's okay. But if she gets caught in one of those nets, phew, it's all over. So after a few more dates, our lovebirds decide Gutenberg should move in with Mary Beth. But this leads to some issues as he starts thinking about his deceased wife.
What are we doing this for? Are we doing this for us? Are we doing this for the Rockland Foundation? Are we doing it for the kids?
All of the above.
I don't know.
I think you missed a line. You're supposed to say I'm having second thoughts, she's supposed to say why, and then you say, okay, you don't know. So, because Gutenberg doesn't know, he decides he wants to move away and take Zeus and Jordan with him. This leads to the most groundbreaking question that this movie, any movie has ever asked in the history of man.
If a dog and a dolphin can get along, why can't our mom and his dad?
My God! It was so simple all this time! The dog and the dolphin! We must look to the dog and dolphin! Yes, quickly, get me everybody in the world! They all need to hear this!
If a dog and a dolphin can get along, why can't our mom and his dad?
Yes, I know! Let them know! Let them all know. A dog and a dolphin. A dog and a dolphin. So after Gutenberg, Jordan, and Zeus finally move away, we see that Zeus spends most of his time watching... Oh, God. Really? Really, movie? This is what he spends his free time doing? Did he really learn how to change the channels until he found something with dolphins in it? Or is he just watching the all-ironic channel?
Come on, Zeus. Zeus, come on.
I don't even get it. Why couldn't they just leave the dog? This makes no sense. A gigantic scientific breakthrough totally destroyed because Gutenberg doesn't know what he's looking for. Boo-hoo-hoo. But Zeus is a little more proactive, as he decides it's either his beloved dolphin or nothing.
Goodbye, cruel world!
So Zeus literally travels all the way back to Mary Beth so that he can be with his beloved Roxanne again. So the kids talk to each other and devise a trick to get Gutenberg and Mary Beth talking to each other again. But unfortunately, our villain finds the dog and captures him, hoping to use him to find and communicate with Roxanne.
Right. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Not a bad plan to sabotage the competition, but I like his other one better. Now that would be awesome.
Now Roxanne is ours.
No, Dr. Carver. Yours.
We quit.
Are you seriously telling me that kidnapping a dog to entrap a dolphin is your idea of unethical? So Gutenberg and Jordan fly back to Key West as it turns out his son has some very choice words about the situation.
Zeus is an extremely extreme dog.
That he is.
He's also in love.
An extreme emotion.
Why don't you try it sometime, Dad?
Oh, Gutenberg, nothing. Kid that takes pictures of his dog dressed as a frog? What? So as the bad guy tries to lure Roxanne in, we find that Roxanne is one step ahead of their game.
Dolphin punch!
Wow, so people and sharks pose no threats to this dolphin. But if she comes across a tuna net, ooh. And speaking of idiots who get caught in tuna nets, look, Mary Beth is an idiot getting caught in a tuna net. Yeah, apparently nets are dangerous to dolphins and really stupid marine biologists. You know what? It's still worth it. I love tuna too much. It's worth a few dead dolphins and marine biologists to get my tuna. If they're so smart, why didn't they see the net coming to begin with? Fuck the bastards, I want my tuna. So, in maybe one of the lamest ways to fix a situation...
Damn, if I had installed that screen door like I originally wanted, none of this would have happened.
So seeing how there's no friggin' scuba gear that she brought with her, it's up to Roxanne to find her and relay the message that she's in trouble. Look, I think she's trying to tell us something! Lobster people are invading the forest with blenders? Ninjas from another planet have stolen all the Earth's corn? Mary Beth is trapped right below us in a tuna net? That's it? Mary Beth is trapped right below us in a tuna net? Well, I better save her!
I think she wants you to follow her.
Yeah, I think she also said bring an oxygen tank, you dumbass.
Oh, hold on! I can't stay down here long because I didn't bring an oxygen tank!
Give me a knife!
Whoop! Gotta go up again! You know, maybe I could save precious time if I just put on one of those oxygen tanks. Or maybe even brought one down for you to breathe through. But what do I know? I'm Steve Gutenberg.
So he finally gets her out of the sub as the police drop by to see... What? Zeus hasn't trapped the bad guys in a net? Well, in all my years. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids. Oh, and that mangy dog. Oh, and a dolphin. This has been a weird week, hasn't it? So, of course, Gutenberg and Mary Beth decide to get back together and finally tie the knot.
Wait! Sorry, they told me to bring this down here right away.
Ah, the postman. Just like the old saying goes. Nor rain, nor snow, nor sleet, nor... wedding.
It's the Grant!
Oh, well, isn't this magical? I suppose only one other thing could possibly top off this day of whimsical delight. Of course! How else could this movie possibly end? There are rainbows sprinkled in syrup and unicorn farts that aren't as sappy as this fucking movie! This film is shit, plain and simple! We don't see much of the dog and dolphin together, the romance is pretty bland, and none of it seems to have any surprises. It's just a safe film with an unusually safe premise, if not a totally insane premise. On top of that, if Zeus and Roxanne did have a relationship together, what would the kids look like? I don't know. I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
If a dog and a dolphin can get along, why can't our mom and his dad?
Okay, since you've been so patient.